Right, today I'm going to show you how to plant this hydrangea. Unfortunately, I don't have the equipment that sticks my phone to me so I can show you me digging the hole. And I don't have anybody about that can video it for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you the size of the hole and how I done it basically. So I'm going to lift this hydrangea out for you. Basically this hydrangea, let me just explain a bit about the plant. Right, it is masses of flowers and it's really pretty, and it goes into like a small shrub, well, a bush, a tree bushy type thing, like a shrub basically is what it goes into. And so if you want it for borders or privacy, you know, you plant a few of them along and you've got your privacy because they grow so tall and so bushy. Is great. So you'll need a few of them. If you have like a small fence and you want to section it off, then that's your baby. If you want something pretty, then there you go. That's the one you need. It's an hydrangea. And that cost me about £15. So it wasn't too expensive. For what it grows into, it's not expensive at all. It was a 5-litre tub it was in, so it's a big plant. You know, so that's why it's so expensive really. It's because the size of it. You know, these garden centres, they charge. If it's a small, like a whip you have, which is basically a tree, which is a stick with a root on it. It's called a whip. They're about 60p each. But they eventually grow into trees, but they take years to establish. Hence how they make their money. There you go. So you can pay 60p for a whip, 10 years later have a big tree, or you can pay £1,000 for a tree if you don't want to wait for it. But anyway, I dug a hole. But the pot it was in, if you dig a hole for whatever size pot you have, always dig the hole half a size or a size bigger. So if it's the pot, you want it like either a pot and a half or 2 pots the size, depth and width basically. So what I've done is I've dug this hole, which you can't really see that well, but it's a big enough hole for that basically, which is quite substantial size. So I've just placed it in the hole, perfect. It's like it's meant to fit. And then what you do is you position the plant to how you would like to view it from the viewing area. So I'm going to turn the plant and I'm going to have it that way. This is the way I'm going to have it, because I'm going to want to be able to see. There you go, turn the plant. Perfect. Now, viewing it from the back is not so pretty. But let me show you. If I step up here, there you go. Let's just zoom in a bit. And that's viewing it from here. Quite pretty. The sun is shining on it, so, you know, the camera could be better really. But there you go. That's the view I've got of it. So it's stunning. So I'll go back to showing you what I'm doing now. Anyway, here we go. So I've just placed it in this hole, and there's a few gaps as you can see. So with the soil I dug out, you take all the debris out, the roots and the grass and the weeds and stuff. You just take all that out basically, and then you just fill it all in with the soil left over from digging the hole, is what I do. And then ever so firmly but gently, if you can secure the plant, you have to be careful not to bruise the stem, so don't be too heavy-handed, and then press down with your boot or your foot just around the plant. Let me just show you if my pusscat would move out the way. Come on, Felix. Felix, come on, please. Felix is my pusscat. He's only a baby and he likes to help out around the garden. He's great help, digging me holes and stuff. And he doesn't touch my plants, so he's a good boy. Aren't you, Felix? You're a good boy. And also, on digging for this plant, I uncovered this stone with a bit of a jet wash. Will come up lovely in my rockery. I didn't even know it was there. Felix is obstructing the view at the minute, but there you go. So, adds to my rockery. So yeah, let me show you the finished product. And there we have my hydrangea. I'm going to show you on a side angle now. This is my little rockery coming along. And don't forget, like yourselves, I am an amateur gardener. I have last summer, I had never gardened before in my life. This summer, wow. I'm so pleased with myself. So I thought I'd share my experience, my journey with people just like me. Like yourselves that are watching at the moment. So if you like my channel, then just please subscribe. And then we can go step by step, hand in hand, you know, throughout our little journey as being amateur gardeners to king of the gardeners, eh? Shall we say? And also I'm going to show you, as I said earlier, my dianthus, which is here. That's a dian, which basically is a red carnation. There's the bud. If I can show you there, if I can get my hands out of the way. Right, there you go. There's the bud. You see? And this is the picture. So that's what you get. It's you know, it's a perennial as well, so it comes back every year. It's good value for money. And I've planted the same right here. But this one is called a cheryl. And it's a pink one. So it's a pink carnation. I'm just going to show you a carnation in flower. So come with me along my drive. Right, this is dianthus. Right there. Absolutely stunning, and wow, that fragrance is fab. I don't know if you've seen that then, but I was just sniffing my plants. And yeah, it's so fragrant. But basically what I've planted over there is a red one and a pink one. And the pink is like luminous pink, it's a fuchsia. So for all you bright coloured people out there that like bright colours, then yeah, definitely go for the cheryl dianthus, definitely. And when they get a bit scabby looking, like that one, can you see it's not quite as nice as the other three? Then what you do is you hold your forefinger and your thumb and you just gently just pick it out, just like that. But you have to be careful. A lot of them, let me show you an example. There you go, has buds growing at the side of it. Therefore you need two hands. So you need to hold on to the stem there and then pull with your other hand on the flower that's dead. So that's a dead head. So that's what it means by deadheading. I think I've taught you this once before. So I'm just going to discard that. So we're just left with our three nice plants. There you go. Nice flowers, should I say. Oh yes, there we go. There's another one. That doesn't have a bud on it. So I can just pull that freely. And there you go. And basically what that does is it produces the plant to produce more flowers. So not only this year, but next year, you'll get double the amount, and it's great. But it's a lot of work to do. If you have a big garden like myself, you know, I'm going to do it again, yeah. There you go. If you have a big garden like myself, and you have to go around every plant, deadheading it, it can be quite time consuming, and it can be quite a pain in the bum. But it's worth it in the end, because see these here, these planters. Last year, I just had about a plant like that. There you go, in here. Now look at all them this year. I'm not including these are new additions, but just the ones I'm showing you here, them, there you go. I've trebled in size. Sorry about my finger there. Trebled in size. So I started off with nothing and ended up, you know, so next year I can't imagine that pot. It's going to be so big I'm going to have to take some stuff out. But I've also got some alpines growing here. I love that alpine. It's absolutely stunning. And I'll tell you the name on that in a sec. I'll just get the name on that one. Right, okay, it's called a Cooper. There you go, if that's how you pronounce it. I'm not very good with the Latin names. but I would imagine that's called a cuppa or cupa. And what it says is plant as soon as possible, keep moist, dig a hole, insert the plant, which is obvious, and it flowers from June to October. There you go. See the star shape? See how it, right, you see how the plant, basically, what the plant does there, is it grows a stem like that, and then it grows like out, and then the flowers are all on the tips. And look at that, it doesn't look like a little star shape type thing. Well, from where I am, it does anyway. It's absolutely stunning. I love it. It's beautiful. But that's what it's called. And the height and spread on that is basically 20 centimetres height by 25 centimetres spread. Ideal for beds, borders, containers, gravel paths, rockeries, anything like that. It prefers full sun, but it will tolerate part shade. So there you have it. That's the Cooper there for you. Cuppa, Cooper, however you'd like to pronounce it. I also have a few other alpines. I have here a Golden Queen alpine, which is called a Timus. Yeah, it's quite hard pronouncing the Latin names for these plants, but there you go, that's that. I just put my fingers, let me just swap hands. And yeah, suitable for border edges, gravel paths, rockeries. And this is from late spring to early summer, but you know, we're in midsummer now and it's still flowering. So there we go, and that goes 6 inches to 12 inches. And you just water well before planting, and you just leave it to its own devices. And there you go. And here's another alpine of mine. Oh God, I could never, it's a Supervivium. I can't pronounce the other name. It's a Jovi Barber Alinoni or something. Oh wow, what a name on these plants. You can tell I'm an amateur, eh? There we go, I'm just trying to help. But that's 5 to 10 centimetres, so it spreads more than growth, height. June till August. Excellent for border fringes. I'm just showing you just there. It's like a cactus type thing without the sharpness. And it's like a rubbery feel. And I love them. They are just fab. Look at that, eh? Isn't that just... You get a lot of them, mind, that create like a spider web right round it. So it's like covered in spider web. But I don't like them ones myself. Anyway, sorry, back to where I was. Prefers full sun or part shade with a free draining soil or compost. It's a hardy plant and it should survive normal winter conditions. Well, if it's protected from the hardiest frosts. So I don't know what I'm going to do this year because basically I live in the Highlands of Scotland. And weather here can be -7 on a normal day, to be honest. So I don't know how these plants are going to do. And we have a stinging nettle growing just there, so I'm just going to prick it out now. When they're babies like that, they don't sting you. So don't be afraid to prick out stinging nettles at that young age, because they just, there you go, they don't do anything. They're just babies. So we just discard of him. But you can use it for nettle soup. And I'm going to leave it there for now. Oh, actually, one more thing. Sorry, before we go. We got a sedum. Or sedum. And there you go. That is so stunning. That's beautiful. And that's, again, that's an alpine. Rockeries, paving, gravel paths. And that's late spring to late summer. Flowering. And that's 4 inches height, 8 inches spread. So that's more wider spread. And that is just plant and leave. Low maintenance. And you've got a grandiflora there. That's beautiful as well. A grandiflora. And that is exactly the same. Rockeries, sinks, troughs, anything. You know, you can plant on a car if you wanted to, as long as the car ain't moving. You know, an old car in your garden or something. But, yeah, great. I love it. I love it. I'm so glad I found this hobby, to be honest. It's just great. It is hard work to start with. And heartbreaking, disappointing. You lose a lot of plants and everything. But it's so rewarding as well. Look at a big spider web there. A big spider right in the middle. I don't know if you can see it. Just where my finger is there. The spider. A lot of my plants go spider. I try not to disturb them because they've made the web, you know, it takes some days. But, you know, sometimes you have to. And I got my little bubble, you know, solar light, which changes colour, which is quite pretty. But yeah, these are, I deadhead these every day. My pansies. That's what they are. Little pansies, little faces, don't they? Little faces, yoo-hoo, waving out at you. Quite pretty, really. Quite vibrant purple and vibrant yellows they are. To the eye, I don't know if the video shows them up that well, but when you're looking at them face on, wow, they do make a striking appearance. You do make yourself noticed, don't you, pansies? So yes, sunflowers like to be talked to. But anyway, I'm going to let you all go for the day. Until next video, I look forward to seeing you all soon. Thank you, bye-bye.